Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Have It Out. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night. And the beer we're going for is from Weetwood Ales. Is this one? It is Cheshire Plain. And Cheshire Plain is a porter weighing in at 4.4% ABV, and it says on the back of the bottle that Cheshire Plain Porter is a clever blend of barley, wheat and oats that create the wonderful colour and character of this smooth and creamy porter, which is an inviting roasted aroma. On some days, according to an Irish poet named Flann O'Brien, a pint of plain is your only man. Its listed ingredients are water, malted barley, wheat, malt, oats, hops and yeast. And it says the colour is black, the smell is roasted and chocolate, and the taste is smooth and sweet. So let's get it out into a glass and see what we think. I do like the bottle, actually. It's real simple artwork there. You know, you've got the wheat sheaths. I like that. It's old school, and it tells you exactly what to expect inside. And one of my favourite pubs when I was a nipper was the Wheat Sheaf. It was a great pub down in jolly old Dartford. Anyway, let's get it out into a glass, like I say, and see what we think. We're pouring into my Titanic goblet because it seems to be my preferred glass for dark beers. The pour is dark, not black, and yeah, maybe okay. Yeah, it's dark. It's definitely not black, but there is a nice ruby tint towards the edges of the bottom of the glass, particularly when I hold it up to a light. Yeah, there's quite a bit of light coming through, and it's definitely got that ruby kind of mahogany note. Anyway, look at that. You've got a nice creamy white head on there. It's not nitro creamy, but it's certainly creamy and consistent. And yeah, it looks all right for a porter. Let's have a whiff. Roasted malts, and lots of them, which is something I like in a porter. I expect it, I want it, and I've got a little bit of the chocolate that it says as well. The chocolate's not huge, but it's kind of darker on the chocolate notes. Other than that, it's plain. It says it is. It's a simple porter. And sometimes that's what you want, and that's what I've got tonight. So, looks good, smells good. See what it tastes like. Cheers. That, I agree with the poet. I agree with that poet very, very well indeed. It is simple yet effective. And there are many things in life that are simple and effective, and we'll come to that in a minute. But the body is medium. The carbonation is superb. The flavours spot on. And we'll go into depth in a second, but like I say, the simple things in life are often the best. When you're thirsty and it's boiling hot, cold glass of water, nothing can beat it, really, let's be honest. When you want something simple and tasty and warming and wholesome to eat, fresh bread with lashings of butter, it's hard to beat. It's as simple as that. And yeah, this is well executed, tasty and simple. You've got the roasted malts coming through on the flavour. You've got a little bit of the chocolate. You've got a sweetness that's verging on vanilla, and it's balanced to hell. You've got beautiful malt. The hop presence is subtle, but it's there. It is really, really tasty. Subtle bitterness behind that sweetness. A little bit of fruitiness from the hop coming through. It is lovely. And I'm going to be honest. I am going to be honest. With this one, I have broken my cardinal rule. I've got this one quite well chilled because it's such a hot day. It's 27 degrees at the moment, and in the UK, as all my UK viewers will know, 27 degrees in the UK is just uncomfortable as hell, and I wanted a cold drink. So I don't know if it will be different when it's warmer. Probably the flavours will open up, but I wanted something just cold and refreshing, and this is, oddly for a dark beer, very cold and very refreshing. At the same time as bringing all those comforting, warming flavours of the roasted malt and the chocolate. Love it. So Cheshire Plain. Let's give you some points, shall we? We're going to go to the aid memoir of Untapped so far, which says there's been 303 check-ins and an average 3.68. I think that is grossly underrated as an average score, but then again, the wisdom of crowds is often to be believed. My score, I think, is going to be a bit higher than that. So mine is currently blank completely, as you see. So let's give it some points. So the looks, first of all. Like I said, when I was pouring it into the glass, and it was quite an aggressive pour, there was a lot of light coming through. It looked quite light and pale, and dare I say, it did look too pale. However, once it's settled in the glass, you've got a nice dark brown with a little hint of mahogany. It's not black like they say, but I'm nitpicking. And you've got a nice creamy off-white head. And yeah, it looks great. It's getting a point from me. The aroma is beautiful. It's roasted malt. It's chocolate. It is beautiful, is what it is. I see no reason to knock it down any points because it's a good strength on that aroma as well. The body, again, for a porter, is bang on. Medium weight, light carbonation, good mouthfeel. I mean, the mouthfeel is creamy, like they say. They're not lying. Gets a point. And the taste, well, we know I like it. It's a simple, well-executed porter. Nothing more to be said. It makes no bones about that either. And I appreciate that a lot. Because quite often it's so easy with a beer just to say throw this, that, the other at it and warp it beyond the standard. And sometimes the standard can't be beaten because it's that standard for a reason. So yeah, the taste is great. It's getting a point from me. And the finish, I want a little bit of roasted malt on the back end. I've got it. I've got a little bit of chocolate as well. It is a porter. Again, I'm going to say it again. It's a well-executed porter and I cannot find a reason to give it anything less than 4 points. So there we go. 5 out of 5. Let's go on to the bonus points, but before we do... Yeah, we needed another sip of that. Value for money. That bottle's £2.50. And when I had the Cheshire Cat the other week, I was like, £2.50. I'm not so sure I've had better for less. This, though, is worth every single penny of that £2.50. No questions asked. It is spot on. Buy again? Well, the wife bought this one for me, but absolutely I would go out and buy this one. 100%. And bonus point. Yeah. Simple as that. It's getting it because it is done to the book. Everything about this porter is exactly what I want. Roasted, tasty, delicious, balanced, malty. Can't fault it in any way, shape or form. So yeah, Weetwood Ales. This one is an absolute banger. If you love your dark beer, you definitely need to try it out. And yeah, it's as simple as that. So we'll leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.